Welcome back to CTV Morning Live as we are live at the Collingwood Shopping Centre this morning. We've been giving you great ideas on purchases, but another thing is how to keep the kids entertained, what to do with the kids, how to enjoy these festivities. Rebecca Stanisic is joining us. She's a mom blogger. She's got a bit of mom sense is the name of the blog. It has been fun for you to start writing and to be able to put everything down on paper.
It's been great. It's been great. And the community here is fantastic. There's a huge blogger community, and you get to meet other parents and learn a bit. Plus, it's fun to see what we can do with the kids. So.
You've got some great ideas, and we're actually going to post some of these recipes on it will be posted a little bit later on this afternoon.
Yes.
One of the things that you like to do is to actually keep them busy, and I like your thinking. It doesn't need to be Martha Stewart. No. It just needs to be done, and you know, for them to have that creative aspect to it.
It's the process. It takes the time, and when you encourage them to bake and get in the kitchen with you, you can have a lot of fun. You have to ignore the mess a bit, and don't do it on a day you have company coming. But once you do that, you sit down, they love it. They love it. Plus, they get to eat it. So who doesn't like that?
Absolutely. Ignore the mess.
Yeah.
Don't do it when you have guests coming over. Great rules right there. All right, how are we going to start, and what are you making?
Okay, this is a simple rolled cookie, decorated cookie, great for Santa. I know he's coming later, so maybe we'll leave him one. And it's almost a shortbread consistency, but you put it in the fridge to harden a bit to be able to roll. So the recipe itself is super simple, which I like. It's ingredients that most people probably always have on hand. It's a cup of butter. That's a lot of butter, but everything's better with butter, and you have to do it. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, half a cup of icing sugar, an egg, and 2 cups of flour.
So that's going to be pretty, that'll be a tough stir. So you were saying we could do it manually, but the best thing that you
could do it manually if you want the kids to get in there and really get in it. This is a pastry cutter. You could do that. I have a stand mixer, so most of my baking I cheat because it goes in one and it's done for me, which is super simple. But when it's done, the dough comes out just kind of like this. I just fold it in saran wrap and put it in the fridge for at least an hour, and you can leave it in the fridge for a couple days. So if you can't get at it or you only use half the batch, you can come back to it and make some more.
When you need to buy another 20 minutes to keep the kids entertained,
when you need them to decorate some more cookies. You'd be surprised how many times I do that, yes. So you just need some flour because it will stick. This isn't a very good cutting board, but it will do. And the kids, depending on their age, can do this themselves. You just roll it out for them to cut. I like it thin and crispy, but some people like it a little bit thicker and a little bit chewier. So then they can come over and cut. We have Christmas trees and stars, and we have gingerbread shapes and anything. The other thing you can do with the scraps is roll it out into candy cane shapes, and this part they love because it's so tactile, so hands-on. I mean, this is a terrible shape, but let's pretend like
but you'll actually do that, and then you can actually you can bake it that way.
And you bake it just like that.
See, and then you add the red and green sparkles to it, and you're fine.
Look, magic of TV. We have done. They've been baking. So these
How
are
long
the
would you put
ones.
them in for?
About 20 minutes of 350 or 300 degrees for 20 minutes. 15 minutes if they're thinner, which I like. So the icing sugar itself is super simple. Water, icing sugar, and a little bit of vanilla with food coloring. The reason I do it with water is they end up hardening really easily. So to decorate, it's kind of goopy. Again, the kids love this. And then you just drizzle it on. The kids can we use baby spoons at home or popsicle sticks to spread it on, which is super simple. And then naturally the sprinkles. Now this is why there's a mess at home. My floor this morning is covered in sprinkles.
But that's the best part. The kids really enjoy this. And this is part of the things where people are looking to read blogs and to see ideas, is that you're sharing all of this with other moms who are literally going, I need something to keep them entertained.
It's simple, it's not difficult. And then they end up like this. So this right now is gooky, but this will harden. And you can freeze those for company and whenever you need them. And yeah, it's fun.
It works. It really does. A beautiful presentation. We'll have more from a bit of mom sense from the blog a little bit later in the show. But first, we're going to check in with Jeff, who's got a final look at the forecast.